What's going on, people? Back again with another episode of Unpopular Opinions, and today's topic is definitely going to divide opinion, blood. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm good, man. What are you saying?
I'm sweet, you know. I'm okay, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not too bad. Do you know what I mean? I'm not too bad at all.
Comments out the gate is funny still.
Yeah, bro. Nah, man. Big up everyone inside, man. Man, like Aguero, blood. Like, obviously, everyone's gonna have their opinions on him. He's had a great Premier League career, riddled with injuries, great goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad, but we've seen great players in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? So it's a mad one, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's a super mad one. It's a sticky one still, because it's like, who do you compare him to? Like, first of all, we need to talk about that penalty miss, blood.
Boy, that penalty miss, like, look, I get what, obviously, like, he probably was thinking this is his last chance of scoring a big game for City. So, and at that point, like, you know, it weren't like a crucial point in the game. It's not a crucial game as well. Technically, you know, they already were going to win the league anyway, like they did a few days later. So some people would think like it's not a big deal. This is the time to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? But end of the day, like, it was a terrible penalty, innit? But look, you say it's terrible, but when it works, it's not terrible, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not terrible when it happens. So I'm not going to come out and say it was an awful penalty. It was just an awful decision to do it at that time, innit? If you're going to do that, do it when you're 3-0 up.
Yeah, but you see, I don't agree. You know why I say that? Yeah, because the best time to do a Panenka, yeah, is literally in the highest pressure moments, because the keepers never expect it.
Oh, because you think they're more likely to expect it when you're 4-0 up in that.
Yeah, bruv. When you're 4-5-0 up and there's nothing to lose, that's when keepers expect you to chip it, bro. Remember when Zidane done the Panenka in the World Cup? I remember Pirlo done one. Bruv, man expect you to do Panenkas, yeah, when you're so comfortable. It's almost a piss take thing. You know them ones. So man don't expect you.
You know what? I don't know why people say it's disrespectful as well. It's just a way of taking a penalty, isn't it? It's not.
Bruv, it's no more disrespectful, yeah, than not making the goalkeeper.
It ain't no more disrespect. Listen, the only disrespectful penalty man has ever seen is that time that Henry and Perez tried to do that passy thing.
But there you go, innit? The one thing I say about the Aguero Panenka, yeah, is it's one of the worst ones I've seen in terms of, like, the disguise on it was so bad, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Pirlo's Panenka against England was disgusting. But, bruv, listen, the disguise on Aguero's one was so bad, innit? Like, that's just what it was. Like, it was like, you know, with a Panenka, if you put, like, a bit of into the run-up, but it was kind of like, it was a casual run-up and then just a little dink, and it was like, bruv, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, do you know what I mean? It was like, you know, that's the only thing that, like, I don't, but the Panenka isn't a piss take, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Certain man said, like, if end of the day, it's Aguero in it, so he gets away with it. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you're Aguero, no one's chatting rubbish to you in the changing room, in the dressing room, no one's saying what. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think people probably would forget about it quicker because it's him. If it was another, that's the weird thing, innit? If it was a youngster who done that, bro, people would still, he'll still be getting cussed to this day. Do you know what I'm saying? So Aguero got away with it because of his greatness for City, which is obviously what we're talking about today. But yeah, it was a terrible penalty still, and obviously they ended up costing them the game.
Bro, the reason why I don't think a Panenka's a piss take, bro. Listen, yeah, you know where it is. Remember when Pogba tried to do the rainbow flick on the brain, and the referee's like, "Right, don't take the piss" and stuff like that.
Bro, people said Pogba's run up was a piss take. I remember,
yeah, but it's not, bro. It's not a piss take, bro. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, it's football. Man are playing football, innit? A Panenka's not any more of a piss take than going round the goalkeeper instead of shooting, blood. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just a different way of putting the ball in the goal. It's just like, if I'm 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, you see when man fake to blast it and then dink it over the goalkeeper and the keeper goes down. Like, is that a piss take? It's not a piss take, bro. It's just a way of outsmarting, outwitting the goalkeeper. That's like me saying, dribbling past someone and nutmegging them is taking a piss. It's not. It's a way of going past someone. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's expression, bro. That's all it is. A Panenka's not a piss take, bro. It's just a bit of swagger, a bit of personality. It's cheeky, innit?
Yeah.
It's cheeky, but it's not a piss take.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a piss take at all, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So with these Panenka things, it's like, man can say it's disrespectful to do to a goalkeeper, but bruv, nutmegging someone's disrespectful. Bruv, some of the nutmegs that man done in my life, it's disrespectful in the sense that, when you roll the ball under through man's legs and that's disrespectful.
If I was a goalkeeper, I'd feel more disrespected by getting nutmegged.
Yeah, 100%. But it's not disrespectful. It's not a piss take. It's disrespectful because it's like, fuck you, but it's not taking a piss. Man don't nutmeg people to take the piss out of them. Man nutmegs them because it's fun, innit? You know, that's why it's fun, bro. It's fun to nutmeg someone, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's fun, but it's not. I don't see it as a piss take. It's just a penalty technique. If somebody raboned a penalty in the top corner, then I'll be like, he's taking a piss a little bit. When man's going with like the other way and whipping it and that, cool. Or if he backheeled a penalty or something. Yeah. Man didn't turn around and backheel it. That's taking a piss. You know what I mean? If someone turned around and backheeled a penalty, I'll be like, you know what, this, bruv, oh my days. If I was a keeper,
that is taking the piss still.
If I was the goalkeeper, imagine man ran up, then just turned around and backheeled it in. If man done that, cool. I'll drop kick it.
That's what I'm saying. The only penalty that has taken the piss was that Henry and Perez one still.
Yeah, when he passed it and Messi done one, I think like that as well with Suarez.
Yeah, Suarez and Messi tried it, but I think Messi and Suarez's one might have stood. But I think the Perez Arsenal, that Arsenal one, whoever they were playing got mad upset with the disrespect.
They're mad. Do you know what I mean?
I remember they got surrounded, bro. Within 10 seconds, they got surrounded. But anyway, a penalty is a penalty.
And just like, remember Berbatov used to just walk up bare slow, and you just roll the ball in, bro. Like, that's not taking a piss, bro. Like, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, it's just a bit of personality. That's all it is. This man just want a bit of swagger. When those things go in, everyone says, yo, amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? Those people say, oh, look at the bottle he had to do that. Look at the quality and that. As soon as it don't come off, man want your head on a stick, bro. Like, it doesn't matter how you miss a penalty, you still miss it, you know? What happens if I blast it perfectly in the corner and the keeper saves it, Or if I Panenka it down the middle? I still missed, bruv. It doesn't matter. You don't get points for striking the ball well if you don't score, you know?
But you know the thing, the reason is because there's some things that's called a good penalty, a good save, and then there's a bad penalty. Do you know what I mean?
The good penalty is the one that goes in, bro.
Yeah, people don't want to be, but people don't want to be in the category of bad penalties, isn't it? So they want to say,
I don't want to miss Akeem. I don't want to miss a pen. A man say, oh yeah, but he struck it well. What does it matter? What does it fucking matter, mate?
The only difference is you don't get shouted at in the changing room. Still, that's the only difference. The manager's not upset.
It's fucking nonsense. Like, even the other day when I played for my team, I struck a volley, so sweet, bruv. I didn't score because I struck it too well. If I sliced it, I would have scored.
You would have scored. Yeah.
The man is saying, but man saying, oh yeah, but he struck it so bad, but the keeper saved it. If I sliced it, it would have gone top bins. Striking the ball well, you don't get points for that, bro. It's the ball has to go in, innit? You know, like that. So it don't matter how well you struck the ball. I see man scuff the ball and score all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bro, you could hit it sweet as a whistle, and it goes straight at the goalkeeper. You get fuck. I'd rather scuff it and it goes in, bro.
It's true. You know,
like that. So when man are going on like, oh yeah, like it's a great pen. Nah, the great pen's the one that fucking went in, bro. The one that you missed, it wasn't a great pen. I don't care how well you hit it. The keeper telegraphed it and he saved it.
Oh my days, for real.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine, remember when Yap Stam went and put the ball onto fucking Jupiter with his penalty, blood, slapped it out of the stadium. He struck that well as well. He struck that very well, blood.
That rolls back the years. That's definitely going to be in some compilation. That Yap Stam penalty. Oh my days.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, honestly, bro, that probably still ain't landed. You know, like that. a man talking about strike it well. He struck that beautifully, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't on target. You know, like that. So it don't matter how well you strike the ball. Yeah, that Panenka, the only thing that was bad about it is that he didn't score. That was the only thing that was bad about it. If he scores, it's not a problem. The goalkeeper telegraphed it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he just worked it out, and he knew what he was gonna do.
Because the run up was so bait, blood. The way he ran up, for me, he could have only gone 2 places anyway. If you know a kicker's body language, yeah, the more open their body is, the more likely they are to go that way, innit? His run up was so closed, he was either going in that corner or he was chipping it. Like, he couldn't really done anything else, innit? So it's one of them ones where if you're doing a Panenka, the best place to go is straight down the middle, because the keeper always chooses a direction and dives most of the time, innit? But you've got to at least, if I'm Panenka in a penalty, I take a short run up. Because the longer your run up is, the more your goalkeeper can kind of see your body language and where you're trying to go. That's why I try and limit my penalties to like 2 steps. Because as soon as you start running and that, the goalkeeper can look at the way you're, unless you open your body up last minute, like it's all psychology. Penalties, mind games, isn't it? Because the keeper's not meant to save them. Do you know what I mean? My only problem with the Aguero thing was everyone's going on like if he didn't score it, they wouldn't have been sucking him off, blood. Yeah,
of course they would have. They would have. That would have been the headline about how his last big goal was a Panenka against against Chelsea. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
End of the day, he didn't score, but I guess he gets let off because of how good he is, isn't it? And with Aguero, like, I'll be honest, yeah, that was out of every. Obviously, I'm not even talking about now because that's an obvious fact that every team wished they signed him, but he was a steal in the first place, innit? Because that minimum release clause when he first came to City in 10 years ago, whenever that was, like, everyone, I think that it's slightly changing now in La Liga, but back then there were so many good players with low release clauses in it that literally you could just snap up and start talking to them. And Aguero obviously didn't play for the 2 biggest teams in the league.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why, because Man United were in the running for a little bit, some paper gossip. I don't understand why United didn't take a few more steps for the price that he cost to bring him to United.
How much did Aguero cost? Like 25 or something?
It's like 30 in euros. I think it was 32. Someone might.
Like 25 million pound at the time, I think.
Bro, which was just tiny, innit? For the fact of how good he was, like, and the fact that it wasn't like you knew you didn't have to play negotiation with the club. It was minimum release clause hit, so you just get the release clause out of the way. Bring him to the club.
No, 35 million he cost in 2000.
35 million in euros.
2011. So
was that in euros?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so in 2011. So that tells you that was the season before we signed Van Persie.
Yeah.
So at the time,
so he would have been a perfect player to bring in. Obviously, it means we might not have got RVP if that happened. So that's another story. But Aguero was just a player that should have been brought in. But either way, he went to City. Yeah. And I'll be honest, obviously, he's been the best player in the last decade in the Premier League. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. If you compare him to a lot of the other men in the last 10 years. So I think if we're looking at the top 5 of all time, even, we're basically saying there's no striker in the last 10 years that has been as good as Aguero. I think that's fair to say. So, boy, this is where I start questioning if the quality is going down, because how have we been 10 years in and there's 10 years deep, there's only one man.
The quality is going down now.
How?
I think it's so obvious. Like, bruv, even the quality of football as a whole, bruv. Look how shit Real Madrid are now. Look how shit Barcelona are now. They used to be the pinnacle of football. Now they're both shit. You know them ones there, like, bruv. Like, Real Madrid lost to Chelsea, but really, like, I don't even know how they lost to Liverpool. Like, literally, I'm now looking in the Prem and I'm looking at 3-4 teams that could beat Real Madrid. I'd fancy United to beat Real Madrid on the right day. Yeah. You know, like that, I'd never say that. Not in a long time, bro. Real Madrid are trash right now. They're old and they're weathered.
Yeah, once they're 3 or 4 world-class players leave, in fact, 5, they got an Adrian, they got the 3 in the middle, Marcelo and Benzo. When they all leave, then they're gonna have.
They can't replace them with for quality.
They can't.
You
Not
can't
them 5.
replace Luka
Not them 5.
Modric, yeah, Marcelo, Benzema,
Bro, Real
Kroos.
Madrid,
Who are you gonna replace them with? That's of that same level in football today. You can't.
Real Madrid's been finished, since they somehow Courtois had an average season at Chelsea and somehow got snapped up by them. I don't understand what I don't since then. Yeah, they've been on some shaky path with some of the players they've been signing.
Ramos as well. What player? What centre back is Sergio Ramos's level? How do you replace him?
How have you allowed your team to have 6 critical players in the last 10 years, all aging and leaving your team at the same time? Because in the next 2 years, all 6 of them are gone. Do you know what I'm saying? All 6 of those players are gone, and that's your whole spine of your whole team. You're going to be left with Varane. You're going to be left with pretty much Varane being.
Varane wants to leave, blood. Apparently,
and Varane wants to leave. He does want to leave. So, anyway, why was we even mentioning Madrid? But either way,
because we're just saying, the standard of football, bro. Like I remember, we had Cantonas, Henry, Bergkamps, Shearers. Do you know what I'm saying? Rooney's, Van Persie's. Who have I missed in there? Suarez, Prime Torres.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of like top quality strikers to pass through the Premier League and do their thing. And like honestly, when man's looking at it now, it's been a Kun Aguero thing. Obviously, Harry Kane's still playing, but the level that Aguero's been at for a while, Joker, absolute baller.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, I think Sergio Aguero, his all-round game was better at Atletico Madrid. I don't know why. I don't know if it was because he's playing in Manchester City with a team that was supplying him with more balls in the box, so he became more of a poacher. But when he was playing at Atletico Madrid, he was dropping deeper in the pocket, picking up the ball, going past players and stuff like that. It could be stylistic. It could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why, like, obviously, why he was used less since Pep came in, because he's not as dynamic. Like I don't know if it's based on his age, or I don't know if it's because he doesn't want to play a certain way anymore. Because there's certain ballers who are just like that when they don't want to do a lot of running and do a lot of playing through channels and stuff like that. They just want to get the ball. When you're at that level and you're that good, sometimes you just go into the coach probably and just be like, bro, I just want to give me the ball in the D or in and around the box. That's enough for me. I'll do a job with that. And that's pretty much what he's done for the last 5 years, like 4 or 5 years. You don't see him doing anything mad like skipping past a few players or getting in. You know what I mean? He gets in behind defenders, but in and around the box, he usually takes a couple of touches and shoots. That is rapid, like Aguero's trademark, innit? He don't do anything mad. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not part of a lot of link-up play. He just hasn't really been that. He's just been like a great striker. But as a player, because I know we're talking about best players, like he's definitely not the best striker player that in Premier League history. He's not even close. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because he's not shown more than just picking up the ball and shooting, but with great accuracy and great power in it. And I'm not taking anything away from that. He's one of the best at it, but you can't compare him to the likes of Henry in it as a baller.
No. Or Suarez, or like, do you know what I mean?
Or like, Suarez.
No, I agree. I think that when it comes to finishers, I think Aguero is one of the best finishers in Premier League history. Finishers. I'd have him up there in terms of just pure finishing in and around the box, as good as we've seen. As good as we've seen, bro. Like Ruud van Nistelrooy levels. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like that, like elite finishers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All round game.
About Aguero is that he can get the ball from up off his feet from a standing start. And
no backlift, boom.
A lot of power. Like he can get good. That's the reason why most people for the last 5-6 years, when he gets the ball in and around the box, even if he hasn't got anywhere to run, you're still worried. You're holding your breath, because if he shoots more time, it will somehow go in. He will just get so much power behind the ball. And there's not many strikers who can do that in world football. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I think power of your shot, finishing, and that's obviously the likes of Henry. I still think players like Van Nistelrooy as well was better when he was. If you're one-on-one with a goalkeeper, I still think he was slightly better. But I feel like as a finisher,
Van Nistelrooy was better in the 18-yard box for sure. You know what I'm saying? But as an all-round player, he's not in the same league as a Thierry Henry or a Luis Suarez, and that was the difference in it. I think the way you can judge forwards or that type of strikers is in the box strikers like Alan Shearer, and outside the box all-round players that have an all-round game like your Suarez's, like your Henry's, like your Van Persie's. Van Persie didn't used to take free kicks and that. Van Persie wasn't just in the box and that. Do you know what I mean? So the same with Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney wasn't an in the box centre forward. Like Andy Cole was an in the box centre forward. So different types of players. I think as far as in the box centre forwards go, Kun Aguero is as good as it gets in the history of the Premier League.
Who's up there with it?
Rude. Shearer. What? In the box, blood. Them man are all of that elite class, that elite level, bro. Do you know what I mean? That elite level, bro. Do you know what I mean? Alan Shearer's finishing was an absolute joke. Was an absolute joke. His all-round game wasn't of Van Nistelrooy's level in terms of holding the ball up and receiving the ball on the half and that. I think Aguero and Van Nistelrooy both had better feet. But Alan Shearer, there hasn't been many people I've seen in the history of football that could strike a ball like him.
Yeah.
Like that. When that guy hit the ball, it stayed hit, bruv. It stayed hit.
And I think the one thing Shearer had over, you know, a lot of the players we're talking about, you know, Henry, Aguero, even Van Nistelrooy, you know what I mean? Like, is that he was good with his head as well. And a lot of these men were not as good with
Van Nistelrooy was very good with his head.
But he was good with his head. He was good with his head, but that's why I said even Van Nistelrooy in the sense that he's even better than him with his head in it. Van Nistelrooy,
Henry is probably one of the best headers of the, no, not Henry. Shearer is one of the best headers of the ball I think I've ever seen, bruv.
Yeah.
You have to go back to players like Jurgen Klinsmann and like Oliver Bierhoff and that to think of like guys that could actually head the ball like that, bro. Like
Miroslav Klose. Hey, listen, them Germans with the head.
Hey, it's true, just them Germans with the headers. I don't know what that's about, blood, but honestly, when it comes to heading the ball, there's something about them man there, bro. Drogba as well, fam. Drogba's head was titanium, blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like man said, Duncan Ferguson, very good head of the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't just mean heading the ball with power. I mean, man can do little glancing flicks, all these different types of headers, bro. Like, like there's one thing being brave enough to put your head on the end of something, yeah. But bruv, man are scoring like flicky, like Cavani, blood. Like Cavani will do little glancing headers, diving headers, everything, bro. That man heads the ball, in it. Dwight York was very good in the air as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them ones where being actually good at heading the ball, is very difficult, bro. Because not only have you got to direct the ball, cushion the ball, put power on the ball, but also you have to be brave enough to throw yourself in there when man are coming at you and you might get clattered, bro.
Which is
what happened. Keep your concentration and to keep your concentration on the ball whilst someone could come in and just collapse you, blood. Like, it's mad, bro.
Yeah, and that's happened. That's happened to plenty of man. It happened to Shearer. Shearer almost got concussed a few times.
Yeah,
had to wear a bandage. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. Like, I feel with Aguero, I think he can be in the top 3 debate from foreign Premier League strikers, in it for sure.
I don't think he can be not in the foreign one. Because
he's above Suarez, isn't it? Not on ability, but on what he's done. I know it's not fair.
On legacy, you mean in Premier League legacy? Yeah, he's above Suarez, but I don't think he's a better footballer than Luis Suarez still. But in Premier League legacy, the guy's got 5 Premier League titles, I believe. He's won 4 League Cups. Yeah, he's won 4 League Cups. He might win a Champions League. On Premier League legacy, bro, he might even have more. Does he have more trophies? Does he have more? Has he got more Premier Leagues than Wayne Rooney? How many has Wayne got?
Nah. Wayne's been there since 04. 04, 05. So United must have won.
Hasn't Wayne got like 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Because I think Gary Neville's got like 8, blood. So hold on. Wayne.
Neville must have 9.
Premier League.
In fact, Neville's got more than that. Neville's been there since the start of the Premier League.
I think Giggs has the most because Giggs came through before Gary.
Because Giggs stayed for 2 more years. That's the reason.
No, Rooney's got 5.
Okay, so Wayne's got 5.
See, I told you, Wayne's got 5. So Aguero's got the same amount of Premier League titles as Wayne, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus, crispy. Yeah, Wayne's got 5. Man have to respect Kuhn, bruv. Look at Premier League legacy. Man's got 5. He's got the same amount of Premier League.
Yeah, that's because he's got every single one since Man City started winning trophies.
Exactly. So that's why when man are looking at Premier League legacy, man has the same amount of Premier League trophies as Wayne, bro. That will tell you everything you need to know, bro. So people are sleeping on how dominant Man City have been, you know.
Yeah, 5 in 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, 5 in 10 years. And 2 of them years they should have won it, innit? To be honest with you.
Yeah.
There was 2
also
years,
has one of the most iconic memories, if not the most iconic memory in Premier League history, scoring that winning goal in stoppage time.
Unfortunately, that is probably the most iconic memory in Premier League history. I don't think not much is going to beat that, beating your rivals last kick of the game.
Remember Phil Jones on the pitch? I remember it like it was yesterday, bro.
You know what annoyed me about that game the most was the flipping. I don't understand why Joey Barton got done that. Why did Joey Barton go mad and go down to? Why did they go down to 10 men? They were in control of the game,
bro. And then flipping, who is it? Paddy Kenny and goal, the flipping lump as well, bro. It was straight at him, bro. I swear down, man pushed the ball in, bro. Like,
bro, they had one job. They had one job, and I think they ended up staying up because Bolton lost on that day or something as well. Bro, I've never seen a team lose and celebrate so much as well, bro. It's just dumb. The whole game.
Saying, Dave, what are we saying, guys? Gerrard's slip or Aguero's swing more iconic?
No. It is Aguero's thing still. As much as I would like to say it's not, it is him still.
You know why? I'm torn on this.
Nah, come on.
No, you know why I'm torn on this, Akeem? You know why I'm torn on this? Because, bruv, Gerrard's slip has almost defined his whole career now. That's all anyone ever talks about. They don't talk about his 2 FA Cup goals against Arsenal. Against West Ham. Remember, Gerrard scored 2 screamers against West Ham in the FA Cup final.
Yeah,
no one talks about those. Gerrard, like literally dragged my man back in 2005 in the Champions League. No one talks about. Everyone talks about Gerrard's slip, bro. That's the only thing I hear man talk about.
Yeah, but are people still talking about that, though? Come on.
Yes, they are, bruv. Everyone's talking about Gerrard now, bro. Like that has almost defined his whole career, that slip. Whereas with Aguero, I hear that goal spoken about less than I hear Gerrard slip talk. Bruv, every time it's Gerrard, it's a slip thing. All the time. Bro, it's almost synonymous with him, blood.
The worst thing with that slip, is that just I just remember him running. I just remember him running back, to Denver Bar, bro. And you're at the worst case with him because if he took him out, he's red carded, innit? So there's nothing the man could have done. Like, just so
that slip. You know what? The slip wouldn't have been funny, but it's the rallying call before the game. Sky put the camera right in the huddle.
Yeah. No, that was the game. That was the end of the last game, I swear. It was the end of the game before. And
bro. They put the fucking camera in the huddle. I've never seen a camera go in there before. Normally, they just show man in the distance. They put the camera right inside.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I swear he said, don't let it slip. Yeah, he said,
don't let this slip now, blood.
We go to Norwich. And then after that, but you know what? After that, the funny thing is people would laugh about the slip. I swear what actually made them lose as well. I swear they somehow was 3-0 up against Palace and Palace came back. I swear Dwight Gale scored a hat trick or something. No. Bro,
shit.
If there's a definition of bottling something, That is the definition of bottling a league, bro. I've never seen anything like this.
Bro, what a man telling me, bro. Unbelievable.
How?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How are you thinking
that Gerrard thing, because everyone loves, everyone loves that. Everyone loves a story in it, and everyone loves a bit of a Mazzoline. So the Gerrard thing for me is more iconic, bro. Like, honestly, because I think just the irony of the whole thing, it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that sticks in everyone's mind is Martin Tyler going mad as well. That's what helped.
The Aguero thing.
The moment. That's what helped the moment. It's same with remember that
the Torres goal with Gary Neville doing the thing,
and that's people remember that more just because of because of his reaction in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though I swear that was not even the final, that was the semi-final or something.
Gary Neville had some flipping orgasm live on air.
That girl came on the 80th minute. No, you're lying. No.
Man turned into Prime Ollie in that blood. Later.
Wait, hold on. I need to see when these goals came in. Hold on. Palace v Liverpool.
Dwight Gale blood. Oh my days, blood.
Wait, hold on.
The light skin assassin blood.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Liverpool was 3-0 up at the 79th minute. They lost 79, 81, 88. No, you lot, no. Oh my days.
Bro. Hey, listen, if you're a Liverpool fan, that's killing you, bro.
How did you bottle it with 10 minutes to go? Oh my bro. Hey, either way, them two are the most two iconic moments in Premier League history. Besides that, you got to go back to the Arsenal United days, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roy Keane
in the tunnel
and that.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. When you think of iconic Premier League moments, I think them two are the top two, bruv.
Yeah,
Gerrard and fucking Demba Ba and obviously Aguero. So it's a mad one. That's why I say I'm not really sure, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure because, bruv, I remember that Gerrard slip, bro. Like, and even that, I think it gets replayed more on Sky as well. Like, I've seen it a few times since it's happened. So, no, it's one of them ones. But I think Kun Aguero, we can't do the foreign import thing because, that's not really relevant. But what I'd say is, in terms of like 18-yard box strikers, he's as good as we've seen, bro. Like, I think he's probably the best. I'd put him just ahead of Rude and Shearer.
Whoa.
Just ahead of them. Just ahead of them.
The stat padding era would say you can't say any striker was better than Alan Shearer still.
I know, but I don't care. Bro, Alan Shearer's numbers were insane, bro. Like, and Rants reacts to Alan Shearer's coming soon because, bruv, as much as I think he was limited, and all round, in and around the box, he was flipping dynamite, bruv. No one can't even deny, bro. Like the way he was slapping the ball, fam. He was slapping them mitre balls, like he was hitting them like they were like them. Remember them little air floaters that man used to get from the pictures, bro. Alan Shearer was clarting things.
My man was given service by Laurent Robert and Nobby Solano and that.
Nobby Solano, but he just said, yo, put it in the fucking box, mate. He was just in the boom. Alan Shearer, bruv. Now, I mean, elbows, shoulders, and that Shearer, boom. Like, bruv, Alan Shearer was a menace, fam.
Hey, what makes me laugh is that on his Twitter account, my man literally says 260 Premier League goals. No.
Bro, I can't wait till someone breaks that, bro. I swear down, because I swear, like, it's like, that's all man talks about. Oh my days, fam. Man will try to throw that into any conversation.
Before Kane, he probably thought, you know what, I'll die before anyone. No one's beating that before I die. But now he's probably thinking, you know what? Kane with another 4 or 5 years, he'll break that. He'll break that.
I think Kane's gonna break that as well. But he was ridiculous. He was a ridiculous finisher, Alan Shearer. A ridiculous striker with the ball. And yes, Andy Cole. Yep. Bruv, again, another guy that gets overlooked.
Don't sleep on Andy Cole. I think he's got
another one that gets overlooked as well.
Another one that gets overlooked, bro. Another one that gets overlooked. He's been overlooked he was overlooked in his career, during his career, and
he gets overlooked now.
Bro, even more so now. Do you know what I'm saying? He was a killer with the ball. And unfortunately, that's what happens when you get when you're in such a famous team, especially when you're in a strike force as well, where you got 2 great strikers or even 3 or 4 great strikers. People don't isolate it and realize, this guy on his own is so good. That's the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas with Shearer,
that was an era of partnerships, innit, bro?
Yeah, but no disrespect to Shearer, but Shearer's partner was like Shola Amiobi for most of the time, yeah?
And exactly. And Chris Sutton at Blackburn.
And Chris Sutton at Blackburn. The comparison, do you know what I'm saying? Like, usually when you get a lot of players who are great quality around you, you don't get a chance to shine as much, even when you are shining. Andy Cole was putting up numbers every year for about 7 years in a row. Do you know what I'm saying? But
that's what I say about these Barcelona players in under Pep's reign, bro. They're all so good, yeah. But because they're all good, you don't realize how good they are individually.
Yeah.
You know that until you actually watch them individually. You know the amount of man that slept on Iniesta, yeah, while he was playing because he was playing with Xavi and Busquets and Messi and that. Yeah. You know them ones. You know the amount of things that Iniesta done in a game, yeah, and everyone was talking about Messi's hat trick, even though he set up all 3 of the goals. Yeah. You know, like that. It's just like, bro, like it happens when you're playing with good players.
The same thing happened to Benzema as well. People didn't respect him.
When you're playing with good players, you get overlooked.
Ronaldo's layup. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally. Like you get overlooked, innit? You get overlooked when you're playing with good players, and I think that Shearer was a baller, but he wasn't playing with York and Sheringham, who was a very good player, Teddy Sheringham. Do you know what I'm saying? He had the highest football IQ probably out of all of our strikers that we had. He was amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And Ollie bagged as well. You know, like that. So man had ballers around him. So it's completely different. And Abdul said, can players actually break through the MLS? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what you mean by. I think I get his question. He's saying like, can a player, let's say, you know, for Phil Neville's team, a player broke through. Can they get big in the MLS and then come to Europe and basically get a huge, big money signing from the MLS? And I don't think for now, as it stands now, MLS is not big enough for something like that to happen. And I thought someone was going to mention Alphonso Davies. I was literally about to mention him, but you know, with him, it's slightly different because he was scouted at a young age as well. Do you know what I mean? He was.
So they had their eye on him. It wasn't like, he had a one breakthrough season in the MLS, then ended up in Europe. It wasn't like that.
But things are changing with MLS. Do you know what I mean? People are taking it more seriously, bro. 10 years ago, it was a joke thing, innit? Literally, everyone was laughing at it. Now,
it's still a retirement league, but
it's still a retirement league, but it's got a bit more like respect a little bit now. It's not as laughing stock as it was before. So maybe in the future, but not for now. Do you know what I mean? Not for now.
That's what I mean. But I don't think so. Do you know what I mean? I think in the future, possibly. But honestly, if you're making waves in America from a young age, but before you get to MLS age, you're getting snapped up, bro. Because do you know what I'm saying? Like there's scouts out there. So if you're mashing work, like in the collegiate system or even before that, and you're making waves and stuff like that, someone could just pluck you from college, bro. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't even get to the MLS age standard, bro. Man will pluck you up early doors. Do you know what I mean? You see it with a lot of players. They get snapped up young. So I don't know Pulisic's story, but you know what I mean? I don't know how old he was when he went to Dortmund. But it's one of them ones where I'm sure they'll be plucking players a lot younger than how old are you?
Listen, the way we spoke about
older than 18, 19.
Yeah. We spoke about it past, didn't it? The way the MLS, the way Americans handle sports is on a different level. So I wouldn't be surprised they're going to figure out MLS and take it to a next level. If it was any other country, I wouldn't be as confident. But
15 years old, you see? That's what I mean. If you Pulisic, if you're doing bits, they'll pick you up young, innit? Like you won't get to the MLS, bro. They'll get you early.
You're not going to be 22. You're not going to be 22, 23. playing there. You might come into a different vein of form, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
but if you're a wavy footballer in America, you'll be mashing work, bro. Like to the point where people won't be able to deny you.
I think the all-time goal scorer there is Bradley Wright Phillips, isn't it? He's actually got the record still.
Yeah, he was mashing work there as well. Still.
Yeah,
you got more than Landon Donovan? Because I know Donovan.
I'm pretty sure he's got the record. Someone might be able to confirm. I'm pretty sure he's got the record there for most goals of all time in MLS history now. He was mashing for years. Freddie Adu.
He was at New York.
You know, man, of Freddie Adu, like Alexandre Pato and those sort of players. Yeah, a lot of the time it's a mentality thing. Like they got to stardom
too young.
Yeah, like there's a mentality problem. It's not so much like that they you can't lose the ability. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're 14 and you've got the ability of a 18, 19-year-old, which he did at the time, you don't suddenly lose it. But I think that is where you've got to have a really good coach. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have someone, not a coach as in a football coach. You've got to have someone who puts their arm around and guides you and helps you through this game of fame and fortune and playing at a higher level, which is what he didn't do. Do you know what I mean? Which is a shame. 100%. It's a shame, man.
Absolutely. And Davey, I agree. I'm in the same boat as you. Van Persie's my favorite as well. 100%, bro. The most gracious footballer I've seen on the pitch at Old Trafford. So elegant,
I've never seen, still to this day, I've never seen a man strike the ball as cleanly as he does.
We were just talking about that volley against Aston Villa, bruv, from the ball from Rooney. Bruv.
Listen.
Bruv, I think Wayne Rooney's probably the only striker, that we've had that probably could have scored that goal. Bro, do you know what I mean? First time, man. Even on the run, I don't know if Rooney would have been able to hit it like that on the run. Do you know what I'm saying?
Trust me. Bro, at some points, he was like, at some points in his career, bro, he was like the second coming of Bergkamp with the way his technique on bringing the ball down, different level, bro. I've never seen anything like it. In fact, one time, one of his goals, he actually scored almost like a carbon copy of that famous goal in '98 for Bergkamp. Many people say it's one of the greatest goals of all time, innit? Anyone who hasn't seen it, just type it in. 1998, I think it was Netherlands versus Argentina. That was just after Argentina beat England, and then they played them in the semis. That goal was different. But anyway, that's just his technique, bro. I've never seen. Sometimes when he scored, when RVP scored, he looked like he broke the goal. Like I've never like he uses so much power and accuracy. No one can chat to him. And he's one of my favorite players. So I'm so happy we took him from Arsenal as well.
Yeah, what a baller. Man said more elegant than bruv. Elegant's not a word I would use to describe Berbatov. Berbatov, was just nonchalant, bruv. He had a proper languid, like lazy style where it looked like he wasn't. Do you know what I mean? And his touch was.
That's why I laughed when he went to Monaco.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say elegant. Do you know what I mean? Like Van Persie was elegant, bro. Like it just looked like he almost looked like a ballerina the way he moved. It was mad graceful, blood. Henry was like that as well. When Henry ran, it didn't even look like he was running fast, blood, because he just glided across the grass. You know what I'm saying? Like Burbo just looked like he was walking. It just looked like he was walking.
The same way. Yeah, it was that. It's a little bit like how I remember Deco used to play like that as well. Like he used to play like Deco sometimes just played walking. Like he picked up the ball, just walking. But it wasn't elegant, but it was just like, it was just his style of play.
Nonchalant. It was like, bruv, Old Trafford, so what? Like, he played like he was in the back garden with his kids, bruv, like in his socks. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how he played. But that's
some of the goals he scored was mad, bro. He scored some mad goals still, but like Berbatov. But yeah, he was another great signing. But again, obviously, when we talk about the greats, people always want to talk about the ones with the biggest numbers. I'm not even sure where Aguero comes in Premier League all-time goal scorers as well.
He's up there, bruv.
Is he top 5? I don't think so.
I think he is.
I think top five off the top of my head, is in no particular order, is Shearer, Rooney, Lampard, Andy Cole, Henry. Those are the 5, innit? Henry, Rooney, Shearer, Lampard, Andy Cole. I think.
Where does Aguero rank in top 5? I thought he was top 5.
He might be the bro. That's what I think is the top 5. I'm shocked if is he ahead of Andy Cole? I'll be shocked if he's ahead of that.
I'm not sure. Everyone's on the Berber chat now, bro. I rated Berber.
He's passed Henry. They're saying
he's passed Henry. Yeah, I rate Berber, bro. The Berber was one of my favorite to watch. But bare people in the modern game, these current United fans will call him lazy. They think Martial's lazy, so they didn't want to see Berbatov. You know, like that. They didn't even want to see Berbatov. They might be smashing their TVs.
I remember seeing one tweet saying they don't like the fact that Martial doesn't have an angry face, like when things are not going well. Like, so did they want him to screw up his face? Because Martial don't change his face, you know.
Man's just got one facial expression all the time.
People think he don't care. So it's like, he doesn't care. He doesn't want to be at the club. These times, if he moved, man's gonna have the same face. Do you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna change.
Yeah,
not everyone's the same.
That's what I mean. And Ibra was a quality player as well. Do you know what I mean? I preferred young Ibra still, but he's doing his thing, bro. He's still doing his thing. He's still playing at the top of the game at his age. Man, have to respect that, bro. He looks after himself.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's no shock that AC Milan with only 2 new players besides Zlatan, two key new players besides Zlatan. There's no shock that they've suddenly now become, bro, they could finish second this season. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, suddenly, after finishing they've been languishing for 7-8 years now. Do you know what I mean? He's come to the club and he's kickstarted them again. Do you know what I'm saying? So and when I mean kickstart, I don't just mean from the goal perspective. Like, certain players like that, when they come to the club, they'll wake people up because they'll make certain man like not be lazy. Because they almost like a school teacher, like he's a school teacher. Like, they'll be like, no, Zlatan's it. Like, and Zlatan will tell me about myself. So let me make sure I play as hard as I can. And sometimes you need players like that. That's the reason why you need experience even in the squad. Maybe not playing every week, but you just need them.
Yeah. 100%, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, this generation wouldn't rate Berber at all, bro. Like, that guy played with his hands in his pocket. I love it. I love players that play like that. Because,
you know what? People used to get annoyed with Henry, with you know, even sometimes, some of them finishes when he used to slide on the floor. His classic finish 1-on-1. People used to be like, I remember like a certain game when he didn't score it and he drifted wide. They lost the game. And they're like, why doesn't Henry just hit the ball like with full power? Like,
they want him to smash it, but he passes it in the goal all the time.
He passes. That was his classic. He opened himself up and
just passed it in.
Jamie, pass it in, and he'll move he'll bend so much he'll end up falling on the floor. But he'll finish 9 times out of 10 it'll go in, innit? And that was his finish. But it looked lazy and it looked kind of like play schoolish. The way if you actually watch it back now, you think like like it made it look like it was not serious, the goal. And then obviously that capped off with his celebrations was just kind of like half the time he looked like he didn't care, innit?
Henry was proper nonchalant, but that's what I loved about him. You very rarely saw him celebrate. And bro,
remember the goal against Barthez when he dropped
the volley, or the one when Barthez dropped it and then he scored.
And then he looked back on the celebration.
Some choke thing, bruv. Nah, Henry's feisty, bro. That's what I say. I done the Henry Rants react. Make sure you man watch that. You get me? There's one time when he skins my man down the line and he just looks back at him and he's just jogging, looking back at the bro on the floor. Bruv, Henry was a menace, bro. You know what I mean? His arrogance was ridiculous, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And he said the same thing about cancer. No, he was like, bro, it's just a French thing, blood. He goes, that's just how we are. Just mad nonchalant with it, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I love that in footballers. I like footballers that are good and know they're good. Do you know what I mean? I love that because that's the only way they have the courage to try some outrageous things, bro. That's why I'll never get onto a player for missing a Panenka, bro. Stuff like that. I want my players to try things. And if it doesn't come off, I don't care. I want them to have the confidence to keep trying it. Because when it does come off, do you know what I mean, bro? Man are going to be on your bum, bruv. So you got to make sure, that like, you have to take the rough with the smooth with some players. We had Cristiano Ronaldo. He used to lose the ball bare. Everyone goes on like every time Ronaldo got the ball, he went past people. No. Bruv, when Ronaldo first came to United, bruv, man was trying to beat every man, bruv, and he lost the ball bare times. And no one ever got onto him because they knew the one time it comes off, we're going to score from this. You know, like that. And that's what it is, bro. Like, it's just like these man, yeah, that watch footballers like Mbappe and these man. They only see highlights of them. And then as soon as they watch them in a game, they're frustrated watching them, bro, because you only see the highlights, bro.
Yeah. In
real football, players lose the ball all the time. It doesn't always work for everyone. It doesn't always work for De Bruyne. That's why you see De Bruyne get 2 assists.
That's the reason why people who don't get it, that's why they like to get onto Neymar, innit? And they just think Neymar.
But that's what I'm saying, bruv. Neymar creates so much. But then they're like, oh, he gives the ball away too much, bruv. It's like, bruv, De Bruyne will get flipping 2 assists and finish the game with 65% pass accuracy. No one ain't saying shit, bro. Like, I don't mind it, bro. Like, when man looks at Neymar, yeah, like, I got the Neymar stats, yeah, age of 29, yeah, you got games played and you've got goal contributions, yeah, 662 games, yeah, for Cristiano, 541 goal contributions. Neymar, 661, 592 goal contributions.
Who?
Neymar.
What's
more goals and assists combined. Yeah, than CR7.
See, that's mad how it's not even spoken about.
No one talks about that. You know why, bruv? Because man don't like Neymar, bro. It's an agenda. That's all it is. Neymar's been mashing work.
What I don't get is I don't get how people don't like him and saying, "Oh, he rolls around, bro." For the first, do you know how much of Ronaldo's career used to go down? Do you know how easy he used to go down? Oh my days! Come on, people used to touch him and he went down and rolled, but yet everyone gave him life. So I don't understand why Neymar, for some reason, is hated so much. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I know why Neymar's hated, bro, but that's for another day, blood. You know them ones. Harry Kane. 164 goals, blood. He's catching Frank Lampard.
But what's he got? What's that? So he could, yeah.
Lampard's on 172, I think.
I thought he's on 180 something.
Nah, I think 170 something. But it's a madness, bro. Either way.
Is it 166? But yeah, Lampard's still going to win. Lampard's still got the highest midfielder tally. No one's going to beat that. Even though he played even though he played as an inside forward for some parts of his career, like as a second, pretty much off Drogba, he played for a lot of the time. So it's not like he played as a centre midfielder in that. Like he was in the box a lot, but either way, he's classed as a midfielder, and I don't think anyone's going to beat Lampard's record. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts, bro. And yeah, Ronaldinho lost the ball a lot, bro. Real playmakers, yeah, lose the ball all the time. Do you know what I mean? Real playmakers lose the ball a lot. My problem is a lot of these men in the modern game aren't actually playmakers. They're just not good on the ball. When Ronaldinho lost the ball, he didn't lose the ball.
We talk about this all the time. Like in the Premier League, even how many players do you know who can pick up the ball and beat 2 or 3 man, or even do something mad? How many bro? I'll be hard pushed to name 2 or 3 players in a whole Premier League.
Bro, but this is the thing. The thing is, yeah, like when Dino lost the ball, it wasn't because he took too many touches and got tackled and that. If he lost the ball, it's because he was trying to play a pass here that was going to literally open up a defense or something like that. And it got cut out or something like that. He never lost the ball doing silly back heels and
so like, do you know what I mean? So how do you compare that to Bruno Fernandes and him losing the ball too much then?
But it's not just Bruno though. There's loads of players like that. Do you know what I mean? But them kind of players, yeah, they're on the technical level. They're nowhere near the likes of a Ronaldinho, nowhere near, or a Neymar. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when Neymar's losing the ball, it's because Neymar's trying to thread the eye of a needle pass after he's gone through past like 3 players. Know what I mean? Not when man's trying to scoop a ball over the top from like and blasting it like from 25 yards at someone. Like you don't see Neymar doing that. Neymar's getting a weak foot assists, yeah, going away from the goal and stuff like that, bro. Like he's a true creator. Yeah. He's a true creator. Bruno's not a true creator. Bruno's a goal scorer. Like Bruno likes shooting. You can see by the way he strikes the ball. Bruno just wants to score goals.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, but he's not a true creator. He's not. He's not a true creator, bro. And in the modern game, if you're a true creator, you're not going to score a lot of goals anyway, bro. You're genuinely not. The fact that Neymar scores as much as he does is because he's a freak.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the deepest players on the pitch, in the attacking areas at all time.
I can't believe he's got that many goals. I can't believe he's got that many goal contributions, to be honest with you.
He plays so deep, bro. He plays so deep. Like Neymar will pick up the ball, like off his centre back sometimes. You see it.
Yeah.
How many attacking players pick up the ball there, bro, and still score goals? Like 30 goals in a season. Like Henry's the only player I remember in my lifetime that I've seen, picking up the ball in his own half as often, and still scoring that many goals. And Henry was a complete player as well. He wasn't just a striker. That's why Henry done the goals and assists season. Henry, like Neymar's the closest thing I've seen in terms of the positions that he picks up.
What's the goals and assists? What was his numbers again?
661 games, 592 goal contributions, bro. Ronaldo was 662, 541. So that's more than 50 more goal contributions than Ronaldo, at the age of 29, bruv. And Messi had 721 goal contributions in 643 games, blood. Alien. Yeah, How's man got more goal contributions than games played, bruv?
Yeah, that's bro. That's mad, you know. That's because almost every game that Barcelona scores more than 2 goals, he scored or assisted one of them. There's no way he's not involved. And you think the man is you think how many other top quality ballers there is on the field, and yet he's still that much of a part of almost every goal that they're scoring, or one in probably every other goal that they score, he's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if he's contributing 30, 40, 45% of the assists and goals over a certain period of his career for Barcelona. That's how effective he has been. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that numbers is crazy. That's crazy. Like 643. How many? 643 goal contributions. Or something like that. Mad.
Man said Ronaldo's prime started at 29. No, it didn't. We chatting shit for. Man ran the Ballon d'Or at like 24 or something. Or 23 about his prime started at 29.
Man. He scored 47 goals for United in 08. And that was 12 years ago. So how's his prime started?
Bro, some of these man, bro, I swear down. Some of these comments, bro, I swear down. Do you even watch football, blood? What's man said? 22, he won the Ballon d'Or. My man said his prime started at 29.
You know the maddest thing is when he was 29 is actually when he started to decline. That's the maddest.
Well, exactly, blood. That's when he started stat padding, bro. Ronaldo was matching work, between 22 and 29. Sensational work.
You know what? Because that guy tried to say 29 because 29 is when they started winning the 4 Champions Leagues. That's when the Champions League win started. That don't mean nothing though. That's when they were scraping through some injury time winners on penalties and that. No, don't try me.
Bruv. I don't know what man's talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know what man's talking about. When man talking about Neymar stats, bro, are you forgetting that my man was playing in World Cups? Are you forgetting?
And by the way, his international record is mad as well.
Bruv, what? He's going to be Brazil's all-time top scorer by the time he retires, bro. What you man telling me? Like, he's not even a striker.
Crazy.
Allow it, bruv.
And not just that,
man's had R9 and Pele playing for his country. You know?
And
Romario.
3 of the greatest of all time, bro. Oh, come on.
Man, as much as man tries shit on Neymar's name, when he retires, he's gonna be what? When he retires, he's gonna be one of the greatest players in modern football history, hands down. When he retires, his record, when you put it next to everyone else's record, is gonna make it look mad, bro.
Now that's the thing. You won't be given the respect if he retires now. You won't be given the respect. People will say he's not good enough,
bro.
Or no, in fact, has he won a Champions League?
Neymar has, he won it at Barca.
Yeah, okay.
And I think he's second in all time. I think he's only got one person to pass. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, he's
third at the moment behind Pele and Ronaldo, but he'll break them two's record.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 13 off Pele, you know, at 29 years old. He'll pass that next year.
Yeah.
Come on, bruv. Like, if you don't like Neymar at this point,
so that's for anyone who likes to say that he's only banging in goals because he plays in a farmers league, because that's what people want to say, innit? So what about the fact that he plays in a weak Brazilian team?
Yeah, the weakest for a long time.
Brazilian team in about 40, 50 years. Yet he's still managing to score more goals than Romario and Ronaldo R9. Doesn't make so. How can he not be? Do you know what I mean? Where's your logic there then? Do you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway.
But listen, people don't forget how good Neymar is, bro. They just don't want to admit it because they don't like him, innit? You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't tick certain boxes. So because of that, they don't like him. Man say, oh, he dives too much and all of this. I know play acting and all this thing. Bruv, he plays football with the most grace that I've seen in a long, long time, bro. You know what I mean? And no one gets kicked more than him. So it is what it is, bruv. Man, you see CR7 get kicked and do 13 triple fucking somersaults, blood. And people didn't write him off. No, like that. Neymar is an absolute genius of a footballer, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So the whole Neymar agenda, bruv, that's exactly what it is. It's an agenda. You know what they say? Men lie, women lie, bruv. You know, like that. What Neymar's doing is different, blood. It's different. There's no context, bro, to it. Neymar's not a striker. He's not a striker. Do you know what I mean? He shouldn't have those numbers. He should not have those. Shouldn't have those. So it's one of them ones where, like, man, when he retires, they put his numbers up against everyone else's, what he's won, his performances, and you'll see that he's gonna be up there, bro. He's gonna be up there with the greats, whether people like it or not. He should be, and I would hope before he retires, he wins another Champions League or the World Cup, and then that way that will put to bed any rubbish. You know what I mean? Because you know what people are like, innit? You know, I remember before the last World Cup, it was like, you know, Neymar. It's like when Brazil lose, just the same as when Argentina lose. Like, oh, it's Messi's fault or it's Neymar's fault. Like, oh, why wasn't Neymar good enough to bring his team to victory? Like, bro, it's 11. There's 22 men on the field, bro. It's not. Do you know what I'm saying? What do you expect him to do? What, get the ball from the goalkeeper and run through 11 man? You can't put that sort of pressure on them, man. End of the day, though, let's hope and see if he wins another major, like a World Cup or a Champions League before he retires. If he stays at PSG in it, which he looks like he is going to. 100%. And look at this, bro. Ronaldinho, R9, Rivaldo, they all had each other. Robinho, Kaka. Who the fuck did Neymar have? No one, bruv.
Yeah.
Who does Neymar have to say, yo,
Richarlison.
You're my guy, let's do a thing? Richarlison. Bruv, and what's his name at City? Gabriel Jesus and that.
Jesus, yeah.
Now, bruv, look, come on, bro. Like, Neymar got shagged by the football gods. The only real Brazilian left.
Yeah.
Willian and that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Brother, it's wild.
He's the last one left.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. Hey, footy wizard, bro. I can't even answer this question because it's blasphemy, innit? To put all them man's names in the same as Neymar.
Rank Robinho and Neymar.
but nah, I appreciate your super chat though, but that is so cheeky, bruv. That them man shouldn't be in the same conversation as Neymar, blood.
No.
You know what I'm saying, guys? And will Hazard's career be remembered like Kaka? Yeah, Kaka's career there wasn't great either, man.
Yeah, Kaka had a terrible time there, but he spent 2 years there, and he went through that period where, like I always say when we were talking even about Benzema a couple of weeks ago, that's why when you stay at Real Madrid for even more than 5 years, let alone 10, like it's like that's like staying at another club for your whole life, because it's crazy. It's so easy to fall out of favor with the manager or the president or the fans at that club. Barcelona is the same, but it's not as bad as Real Madrid. And Kaka just never settled. And I'm happy that You know, listen, around that time, even when Van Nistelrooy went to United, it went to Real Madrid, bro. It just doesn't work out for a lot of them, man. That's it.
And he still bagged bare goals, you know. He got a golden boot, but it still didn't really work out.
It didn't really work. It didn't really work. It's like Henry at Barca. It didn't really work out how he probably imagined it to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It happens to a lot of players. Like there's very few players who go there and settle proper, like settle in and become.
It's the same with Griezmann at Barcelona, bro. Like. Honestly, when you go to these teams, bro, Griezmann at Atletico Madrid was top 3 players in the world at one point, and then now man are running joke on and Grisou like he's not a bad boy.
Yeah,
he's cold, but it just hasn't worked out for man.
It hasn't worked out. But Hazard, let's see what he does next season. Do you know what I mean? I think Hazard's already he's put himself in the Premier League like history for what he done with Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Especially around that season that we were talking about earlier in the show. And Hazard was one of those players. He was a special player in the Premier League history. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he was a very low center of gravity. The way he used to skip past man, the way he played. I loved watching Hazard play. I'm not gonna lie, innit? It's a shame what he's become now, but everyone has a bad season. Let's see how he is next year. Let's see. That's all I can say on that.
There you go, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. Lit show as usual. You already know what it is. Smash up the like button, people. Do you know what I mean? Let's get us up to 500 likes. Make sure you follow Cheeky Sport. The link is always in the title. Follow Akeem on the socials. You know what I'm saying? We're back. Obviously, United play Liverpool today, so I'm back here with Aaron at 7:45. Kickoff is at 8:15. So yeah, we're back at 7:45 for the preview, going straight into the watch along. What you got going on, bro, for the rest of the week?
I was about to ask you what you think is going to happen tonight as a prediction, but yeah, with I
think it's going to be a draw. I'm going to say 1-1.
But at this stage, we might lose still because we got nothing to play for now. So
I reckon it could be that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we could lose. I mean, I wouldn't want to say it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll take a draw, but Liverpool have to win. So it's one of them simple ones, isn't it? End of the season now, kind of just prepare for Villarreal. But yeah, man, I've just got a few shows here and there. And obviously just doing up daddy duty as always, man.
Come on. All right, football wizard. Man saying in terms of skill and dribbling, yeah? Okay, so before we leave, I'm not going to say skill and...
It's still a ridiculous question, bro.
Skill and dribbling is different, innit? It's different. Dribbling and skill is not the same.
Yeah, but
like for instance, dribbling, Robinho is a stupid dribbler, bro. Like, he might even be the best dribbler ever, bro. Just in terms of pure dribbling, Robinho was a joke. Close controls, the step overs, the drags, everything, Robinho. Do you know what I mean? But Ben Arfa is a sick dribbler as well, but he's not a skiller like Neymar. Charisma's a skiller. Tarap's a skiller. But Ben Arfa is not really a skiller. He is, but he's not really a skiller. You get me? Like, Robinho's a skiller, but he's not a Neymar skiller or a Tarap skiller. Like, Adel Tarap was doing, like, no-look nutmegs and that. And, like, do you know what I mean? It's all different.
It's also not really, like, it's also not really fair to rank them because they've all played on different levels as well. Like, certain man...
Yeah, Tarap was playing up against Turkish farmers and that, like, ripping them.
Like, certain man can pull off them when you're playing against farmers and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Neymar's done it at the highest level, innit? Like, so
Adel Tarap. Right. I haven't seen Adel Tarap do it in a Champions League or in a World Cup. You know them ones that even the other day, I think Neymar scored a goal for PSG in the Champions League where they needed the goal to go through, and he just nutmegged my man, and then whipped it in the top corner. Like, do you know what I mean? Robinho never done it on that stage for me regularly enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Kareshma didn't. Ben Arfa hasn't.
Tarap hasn't. That was one of the big disappointments with him. He never done it at the big stage when it mattered.
That's it. He went Barcelona probably too early.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. So for that reason,
I'm hoping Neymar's gonna get ranked around better players at the end of his career.
Oh yeah, he will for sure, man. Neymar's an absolute. He's a goat, innit? Like, you know what I mean, and he will be when Neymar retires. Man, are really, 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 gonna put respect on his name. But right now,
I can't believe that Barca had a front three of Neymar, Suarez, and Messi and didn't win every game.
It's crazy, bro. But that's why it tells you. That's why I don't gamble on football, Akeem. Because when you see that front three, you assume they're gonna win every game. This is why man don't gamble on football. Like, what's the point?
How my days? How you had them 3 ballers, you know? Oh,
and then you lose 2-0 to Levante. Imagine that. I'm burning the bookies down.
Oh my days.
I'm burning it down.
Come on.
Like, how dare you, blood?
Come on.
I'll burn the bookies down.
MSN. Crazy.
I literally burn down the bookies, blood. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Man said Levante 2-0 and that. Nah, fam.
Sporting Guillon. Slapped up 2-1 and
nah, I'll fucking lose my head, bruv, man. I don't care. I want my money back, fam. You know, like that. So nah, it gets like that, man. So I don't really know, guys, but no, that was a good question. Big up everyone inside. We're back again, 7:45, me and Aaron for this watch along. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone inside. Apparently, the highlights as well for the AFTV games just come out on the Replay Me League thing. So I'm gonna go over and watch that now. I haven't watched that. If you haven't watched the vlog, the match day vlog that I done with my team, make sure you check that shit out as well. I uploaded that yesterday, I think. What happened?
Nah, I was just reading. Nah, I was just gonna quickly ask BBC or MSN, which one you choosing? He had to choose one.
I said BBC, you know, blood. It's MSN, blood. Bro, man said and the Prime Ramos, you know. But nah, bro. No, I mean, so big up, guys. Watch the blog if you haven't already. Do you know what I mean? And then make sure you check out the highlights as well. Big up, man. The vlog was wavy. Do you know what I mean? The vlog was wavy, but I want to see, if you want to see the goals, watch the highlights in it because there were some good goals, guys. Do you know what I mean? So, and yes, there are more vlogs incoming. I'm gonna be doing more next season. You'll get a vlog every single game. That was just a trial vlog to see how well it went, how the boys like were on camera and how you lot took to it, and they took to the camera. Well, I got some good personalities in it, so loads of vlogs to come out, man. So it's on the Replay Me League website. So YouTube. So make sure you check that out. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone inside. Back again, 7:45. And yeah, boy, man, we'll see.